Kagurabachi!
Yee!
Takeru Hokazono!
Chihiro, your sheath.
Thank you. I want to have a proper sword fight. A sword fight is a conversation. Both parties have to make things exciting. But contending with an incredibly dynamic swordsman is also problematic. I want to blow off steam. You're gonna have to make a decision, sir.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
do your job, blow off steam.
But I also have a job to do. Capturing that girl! Shing! I didn't see this guy or the other one in the attack on my father. Shaku. Revenge. I'll handle that. You put down your sword. At that moment, my entitlement to revenge was stripped away, just like you said, Chief. We want to solve as much of this as we can before Hakuri gets back on his feet. Right. And there's one thing we should address immediately. I'm weak.
I mean,
I don't know if I would say that.
Maybe he means mentally?
Well, I mean, look, he did get one shot at by all this time, he saved me by sacrificing himself. I let him carry my burden. My weakness led Akuri to this state. That's overstating it.
Nom.
In any case, if I'm rejoining the fight, I can't do it as is. When I faced off with Mr. Samura, sure, I was intimidated, but there was also a huge gap in our abilities. Again, you can't compare yourself to Samura. Like,
that's some freaking sword fighting for more than your entire life, bruh!
I'm not as skilled with the sword. The physical fortification that serves as a platform for sorcery. A person can gain superhuman agility and endurance by circulating spirit energy in the body. Some perfect the art of close combat and supplement it with sorcery. Swordsmanship is an extension of that. Skillfully circulating spirit energy to the sword generates powerful swordsmanship. The enchanted blade warriors in the Sete War were master swordsmen who had made a name for themselves before the war.
Any questions before I go on?
Chihiro, just over 3 years. Enchanted blade warriors, Sete War, 1 to 2 years.
I've been using my enchanted blade for longer than them, but it's obvious that they had a deeper mastery of the enchanted blades. Nobody's ever taught me swordplay. I don't know how to use a sword. Wait a minute. So he's been just fighting with his bare hands the entire time. Like, he don't even have a weapon at all. Like, my compatibility with N10 is perfect. In which case, you need to hone your swordsmanship to achieve greater heights with the enchanted blade. Interesting. This is a very interesting way of looking at it, though. I mean, he's not wrong, because like you said, there isn't any training that he had to do. He had to learn all this on his own. Like, no one else is really messing with him with that. So the fact that he's this good, with him learning it on his own, is kind of crazy. I've been relying on the enchanted blade's abilities, but that won't cut it under the current circumstances. Like it or not, your swordsmanship is going to be put to the test. We'll do everything possible to cover you. But now, this will be the first battle in which you won't use the enchanted blade, Chihiro. Oh no.
Chapter 64. Become the samurai!
Samurai!
Dun dun. Oh. I don't know why I said dun dun like freaking Law and Order.
Hey, don't distract me. I won't be able to focus on work. My thirst for swordsmanship is... He's very thirsty for swordsmanship. Pause.
No homo, right? All of the homo!
What are you talking about? Each attack is so fast and powerful. He hasn't used sorcery yet. This has all just been the sword techniques infused with spirit energy that Chihiro's talked about. You could say he's a good example. It's a coincidence and also an inappropriate first battle. This level of mastery. Wait.
Initiating system 1.
You're dry! What's this garbage? Who taught you how to fight with a sword? Nobody. Right. Your lines of attack are all out of whack with your spirit energy. Aren't you a sword fighter? Right. Your lines of attack are all out of whack with your spirit energy. Aren't you a sword fighter? What have you been doing all this time? Your sword players, I'll learn it here. Here? Are you serious? You think you can refine your skills by exposing yourself to an actual battle?
I don't know. We gonna find out.
Kaguri, I want you to educate Hirohiko in the art of the sword. Leave it to me. This isn't like martial arts where you just circulate spirit energy within the body. You have to imbue your katana with it and merge with it. You must glean the deeper wisdom of those who came before you and...
I'm good. I'll figure it out on my own.
Don't be arrogant! If you can't respect the sword, don't use it! How can I wage a decent sword fight with a moron who disrespects the art? Impossible! I've had it with all of you! Don't worry, we'll stop him. What's his deal? But now, I can focus on my job. The painful irony. Alrighty
This
then.
dude is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, look, he just wants a good sword fight. He wants to swing his sword around, and he wants the ding and ting, those sword fights. And when those swords clash, you know that's when the big clash, that's when the big fights happen.
Huh?
It's too much distance. Now I'm paying the price for relying on the enchanted blade all this time. Don't be arrogant! He's right. I can't expect to master it overnight. Chihiro, what? His technique is rough, but over 3 years of battle, he's honed his talent and built a physical foundation. The only thing he lacks is a role model. Unlike Kaguri, he doesn't have the skill yet to dynamically circulate spirit energy, so he's restricted to pouring it into kata, a role model he learned organically. I need a samurai in my life! Now become that samurai to achieve greater heights. That's EI, white purity style.
EI White Purity style. The technique entails building up spirit energy and containing it in the scabbard. The energy releases explosively when you draw the sword.
Just going fast. Look at that. And we got that little like
That
little cut
line.
line right there. Yeah. I like what I'm seeing here. That EI is still immature, but even so, that's it. Even if it's just an imitation, he tried to pour it into kata. He took what I yelled at him to heart. Jolt. No, I have work to do. He's like, I can teach this man. I can teach him to be the perfect fighter for me. He's kind of Hisoka right now. He's like, I let my partner in that car.
I think I'm dying.
It's my duty to capture that girl. Well, Hirohiko, the art of swordsmanship is...
Kaguri, you take things too seriously. Just watch me.
And that's how you feel, Hirohiko? You're free to do as you please. Wait, what? Text, hunger, duty, sex, money, sleep, kinship? Oh my god!
I hope I'm not too late to set my demons straight.
I can't hold back anymore!
Guess he lost the struggle. Interesting.
See, he is like freaking he's Hisoka his whole time. Because he's thinking of all these weird things in here, and he's like, I just gotta throw my sword around a little bit, let that thing flang a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
So we saw more character development with Chihiro this time around, because like we're always talking about like Chihiro's the GOAT.
He's a goat.
Chihiro's like
He's still a goat.
freaking amazing. He still is.
He's still a goat.
But I feel like up to this point, a lot of his fights were either him going against other people who aren't as experienced,
Yeah.
and also he's never actually gone against a true swordsman before Samura, I feel like, or like someone who's
On a higher level.
someone who's on a higher level who actually like fully like knows what they're doing and stuff like that, which is probably why when he got defeated by Samura, it kind of clicked.
Not just defeated, he died. So
That is true. That is true. When he was killed by Samura,
yeah, so
it kind of clicked in his brain. I might be the GOAT, but I'm not goated.
I'm the GOAT amongst commoners, but when it comes to actual like you can be like the GOAT in your city, right? But when you start stepping out to your city and you find some other suckers that you never seen before, it's a whole different ball game, and that's pretty much what happened to Chihiro.
It's funny because it reminded this whole thing kind of reminded me of me in the sense of I love baking. I've taught myself how to bake, and stuff like that. But I am in no way, shape, or form a professional baker.
But she can do it though.
I can, but I know that that's why I was considering going to like taking like baking classes and stuff like that to be able to hone what I already know. And I think that's kind of what Chihiro wants to do, is that he does know swordsman, he does know some swordsmanship, but he needs like
something to refine it.
Exactly, he needs something to refine it so he's actually doing it correctly. For all I know, I could be mixing my batter incorrectly this whole time, and I've just been freaking going off of luck, and it just happens to taste good. It might taste 10 times better, who knows? Like, I've been going off of Pinterest and YouTube videos. That's my teacher.
Look, it works the best sometimes, but that's a very interesting comparison that you just ran into. Okay, I like
that popped into my head when I was reading. I'm just like, huh, I kin with you, Chihiro. I understand you, Chihiro. I understand your pain.
So I mean, I do like the fact that he is getting that type of development. He needs something like this to actually show that he has still a lot to do to grow. Because like you sit here and you see this man literally mollywop all his enemies until Samura came by. And it's like, dang. And if you think about it, he hasn't really fought any other swordsmen outside of like Sojo. And Sojo, like I said, I don't think he was like any person that was like super refined with a sword either. He just kind of happened upon it, I guess, in a way.
Kiora wasn't really a swordsman.
Exactly. No, he wasn't. He had sorcery. He had that place. Yeah. And just utilizing that. So he can get away with having sloppy swordsmanship. But if you were to fight against someone that actually has swordsmanship, like Kagura, this sucker over here, good development, by the way, for him, because I didn't know he was just kind of a weird.
Oh, he's super weird.
Like I get. Well, I mean, you gotta be honest. Like I said before, all these characters gotta have some type of weird quirk, and he has that freaking potential Hisoka kind of quirk where it's like, ooh, you tickling my fancy. Ooh, I'm gonna keep going on with this. Like you know what I mean? Like you gotta watch that with this man. I mean, he's not in the same level as Hisoka. Hisoka is like a whole different ball game because like. You don't want to know. I'm just saying he kind of gives me bits of vibes of that, but he's not on that same level. But I mean, he loves to fight, and he loves to fight proper opponents. So he's gonna end up like the way this fight is gonna go, which is funny to me. I see how it's gonna happen. It's like Kagura's gonna be fine. I don't think he's gonna die or anything here, but he will lose off the basis of trying to train Chihiro. That's basically what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna try to get him to a certain level of swordsmanship to speed rush his development. That's what's about to happen here. Like, this is probably the dumbest training, but it's gonna work though. It's like, bro, what? The enemy is training you. Congratulations, you got a master.
Like Kaguri, you're supposed to get the girl.
I forgot. Swordsmanship though. Good swordsmanship. I could love to fight the man again. Oh, that's what I'm telling you. He's gonna be on the ground. Your hero's gonna be like, I beat this man, and then Leon leave. He's like, dang, but I can't wait to fight that man again. Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, okay? I swear to God. Watch. Put some money on it even, right? Good.
Oh my gosh. I like that they brought the little information, little illustration thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's always a nice little touch. I always appreciate when, like, mangas do that. Like, I remember in Bleach did this a lot back then, with Rukia, where she'll draw, like, bunnies.
I remember that, because didn't they do that in the anime also? Mm-hmm, yeah, I remember that in the anime.
Yeah, I miss that little quirk that they had with Rukia. I mean, she don't do that no more, obviously. Like, what you trying to teach this boy? Nothing. All right, so, but Anna.
Si, senor.
Not this again. What would you rate this chapter of Kagurabachi?
I give it an 8.
I'll give it a solid 8 too. This is a solid chapter this week. Again, Kagurabachi does what it needs to do, giving us a development not just for Chihiro but for Kagura as well, and just progressing the plot in a very nice manner. And also just the fact that, again, this showcases that Chihiro is not just this all-powerful guy, and he still needs room for training. Even after this moment where he does get some more development with this like swordsmanship, I'm pretty sure there's still things he needs to do to learn, and maybe there's gonna be a dojo, there's gonna be some type of thing that maybe we might even see a training arc going. So like there's potential for more like growth for this character and seeing where that leads, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad to see that actually, because it was a little bit concerning because of how he's like taking out everybody, and he didn't seem like he needed that type of help. But I'm glad that's actually showcased that's here. We needed to see that for him. All right.
Yo, what if Kagura switches sides, bro? That'd be kind of
honest.
whack.
It's not impossible.
That'd be whack. He's just like, hold on. I'm sorry, your swordsmanship is. I know we need to capture this girl, but I'm gonna switch sides for a hot second. Yo, you, me, tomorrow morning, we're doing some swordsmanship training.
Now, you never know with that guy. That guy just wants to fight. And he'll do what he can to scratch that itch. But I want to hear from you guys. Leave it in the comment section below and tell me what y'all think of this week's chapter of Kagurabachi. Like the video, helps with the algorithm to be able to push this out to more people so all of the BACHI Kaguras in here and talk to us. All right. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We will see you guys in the next one. Because Kagurabachi all day, every day. Twitch.tv/Thabreakmaster every Tuesdays or Sundays, depending on what's going on. But we'll be here to react to it.
Bye. I rather give him a tip of a penny than no tip. I want him to feel it.
I mean, she's not giving the tip. That is a fact. I'm sitting like what she's saying right now. She's like, I want him to feel.
As in,
I was like, hey, yo.